Hi, I'm Frank from the customer success team here at Firefly. I'm here with a really important update and enhancement for both users of Firefly as well as the leaders of teams that are tracking goals of usage in Firefly. What do I mean by that? Well, now you have access to a new tab on the left-hand side of your Firefly app called Analytics. And if you click on Analytics tab, you now have access to historical metrics in Firefly. What types of historical metrics? Well, now you can track the different IAC asset states over time. You can also track things like your assets that have tags or don't have tags and that coverage over time, how that's changed. You can also track your drifts and their cost impact to your organization over time. And if your teams have focused on that, you can track how they've been eliminating drifted resource costs and expenses, as well as cloud waste expenses over time. We now have that reporting available. You can also track all of your policy violations over time, and you can even filter by those policy frameworks that are most important to you, such as SOC 2, HIPAA, PCI, and many others. And I'm also happy to announce that you can filter by severity and many other segments in each one of these graphs. So they're interactive as well. So if you only wanted to see, for example, your high and critical policy violations over time, you saw how easy it was to manipulate that as well. You can see how many alerts are being sent to your team over time and the IAC stacks that you have with us over time and some snapshots of some important data points that you like here. Also important to note that when you're thinking of this, you can lean on your customer success manager for tips on how you can generate reports, and I'm happy to do that for you. However, you can manipulate the date that these reports are being generated for. You can see I have this report being set for the previous 7 days, but you can manipulate this to the past 2 weeks, the past quarter, the past month, the past year, even if you like, and you'll be able to gain that data. The caveat there is that we've only begun tracking this data since the end of November, so around the 28th of November, and we started some data points around the 16th of December. So while this data is a bit limited in time frame today, as we progress together in our relationship with you, our important customer, you're going to gain insights into the trends of how your team is actually accomplishing the management of IEC and the management of your cloud resources together with Firefly. I encourage you to partner with your customer success manager so that you can gain access to this tool and realize its full capabilities. And I also invite you to add your decision makers and your leaders to Firefly. As a reminder, you have unlimited seats in Firefly. So if your decision maker isn't necessarily a user of Firefly, but they could gain some access to this tooling and help report this to your team and your leaders, then I would suggest please add them to Firefly so that they can at least gain access to these reports. One last tip for you, you can download individual reports or export this entire view as a PDF by clicking here. Really excited to announce this update, and I'll be asking to set some time with you and your team so that we can review this together on a quarterly basis. Happy holidays, and thanks for doing business with Firefly.